things to know. Number one, road rage also covers parking lot rage. Take you to Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
A guy stole a skid loader and started driving recklessly around a Home Depot parking lot. The guy was yelling that the store had ripped him off. Cops come. He starts ramming the police cruisers. Not a good thing. The guy finally cooled off. He gave up. He's facing a number of charges, though.
How doers get things done in jail.
Number two, there's a cat up for adoption at an animal shelter in Virginia. It's a fat cat.
Oh, my.
Frosty. All 28.5 pounds of him. They say he's a little cranky. They're hoping a diet might help in that regard.
No, a diet is not going to help. Have you ever been on a diet? You get hangry. That cat will eat somebody.
That's a
large feline.
Number three, some go quietly into retirement. One roller skated. This doctor in Dallas, he celebrated turning 70.
Wow.
And his retirement by putting on the roller skates and putting on a show in the ER. Dr. Phil Masterson has been roller skating since he was a teenager, so it's not like he just put them on for the first time, but yeah.
He's putting on a really good show there.
That's how you go into retirement.
I guess, yeah, that's not a bad way to go.
Gary! Anybody seen Gary? We got a show to do. Gary? Anybody got any threes?
No fish.
Gary?
Aces? You want any aces?
Here, we got a show to do. Oh, yeah, the real game. Yeah, we'll finish this later, okay? Yeah. Are we good? Hi, I'm Gary Kroeger, and welcome to the Newlywed Game. We've got 3 great couples backstage, so let's meet them. First, she's an English teacher and he's an airline rep agent. They're both 27 years old. They've been married 15 months. Let's meet Melissa and Mel Forbes. Hey, Ralph. Hey, good to see you. Next, she's a 28-year-old bank customer service representative. He's a 29-year-old disc jockey. They've been married 14 months. Let's meet Yoli and Rob Moss. Hey, Rob. Good to see you again. Yoli, welcome to the show. She's a 25-year-old hairdresser. He's a 27-year-old emergency medical technician. They've been married 7 months. Say hello to Julie and Brian Flaherty. Hi, Julie. Hey, Brian, good to see you. Big round of applause for all 3 of our couples today. All right, guys, you ready? Are you ladies ready to play? I know the guys are.
Ready.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to be asking you a bunch of questions about each other and your relationship. Correct answers, matches, earn points. Couple with the most points will get a second honeymoon. Fair enough? Okay, let's do it. Julie, I'm going to start with you. Take a look at Brian.
The celebrity my wife most reminds me of is...
Stop the tape there, Julie, because I want you to finish Brian's sentence for 10 points.
Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear.
Yes. Easy there, Brian, or you'll end up on Melrose Place. You do look a lot like her. You really do.
Thank you.
All right, Yoli, here's Rob.
I always know when my wife wants to fool around whenever she...
When does he know, Yoli?
Good. Roll over on his body in bed.
Let's see what Rob said.
Nibbles on my nipples.
Nibble. Rob, what is it about your nipples that are so attractive?
Oh, she knows how to work it. She knows I love it. I love it.
It's all coming back to you now, isn't it, Yoli? All right. Melissa, take a look at Mel.
The meal my wife makes way too often is...
What do you make too often, according to Mel?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
macaroni and cheese.
I don't.
Well, you're certainly not anymore, right? All right, no points there. Let's flip things around. See if you can get some points going this way. Mel, here's Melissa.
The one item of clothing that I wish my husband would wear more often is...
G-string bikini underwear?
His tight black spandex shirt.
Well, you know, I thought you liked. Try that with your G-string bikini underwear. All right, no points. Sorry, Rob. Here's Yoli.
My favorite moment at our wedding was when.
Favorite moment? What do you think it was?
When we were dancing to We Are Family.
We're dancing to We Are Family. Okay.
We fed each other cake.
That's
That was a good one, too.
that was good. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. All right, Yoli.
It was the best time. I got to smash him.
So
Yeah,
good.
okay. There was a little aggression involved there. All right. Ryan, here's Julie.
The weirdest place my husband touches me that actually turns me on is
Say her arms.
On her arms. The weirdest place, her arms.
real
Okay.
weird. My belly button.
Oh, Ryan says, oh yeah, that too.
That belly button.
Makes a little more sense than the arms, don't you think? Well, you still have 10 points. Okay, you're on the board. Unfortunately, the Moss is here and you don't have any points yet, but neither do the Forbes, and that's going to change. Stick with us and find out which one of these couples needed an earthquake to get them together. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Newlywed Game. Brian, I hear that since marrying Julie, you found out that she has a few strange habits.
Yes, she does. Yeah, Julie has a big problem with picking at me. Any chance she gets, she just whips out the tweezers, like John, comes at me, hair sticking out. Oh, let me get that hair for you. She chases me down the street. Oh, you know, it looks like you might stop and get a zip. Look at that. All the time. Doesn't matter where I am, I could be in the middle of church.
What's the reason for
Not
this?
that bad.
I've heard of picking on a guy, but literally picking at the
I
guy.
don't know. It's just a problem I have. My mother did it to us, and so I guess I'm getting back.
All right. She likes you to be clean, Brian.
Yeah.
That's good.
Taking
That must
care
be
of
it.
you.
All right. Now, Rob, you had a life-altering experience. Is that
Oh,
true?
yes, I was stocking shelves overnight in a supermarket, and an aisle came over top of me, and I was trapped in the store for 2.5 hours.
Well, I think you should explain. This was the Northridge earthquake, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And the shelves came down on you.
Yeah, and the fire department came in, and I could hear them over the walkie-talkies. They're saying that I was lost for dead. They couldn't hear me screaming over the sprinklers, the emergency sprinklers had come down. And my life is like flashing before my eyes. And as soon as I got out of there, I gave Yoli a call, see if she was okay.
Well, Yoli, you were happy to hear he was okay.
Yeah.
Well, we speak for everyone. We're glad you're here, Rob. You really are.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Melissa, you and Mel are a real Romeo and Juliet, aren't you?
Yeah, we are.
Tell me the story.
Well, Mel and I met when we were about 12 years old in our church youth choir.
Yeah.
And we dated for about 4 years, but kind of kept it secret from our parents. And then my parents found out and when we were about 16 and broke us up. So we were apart for a really long time, and we went our separate ways and married different people, and those marriages didn't work out. So a couple years ago, we saw each other again and knew that I loved him, and so we got married, and everything's great now.
Congratulations. Very nice. Unfortunately, this union of the Montagues and the Capulets right now have no points. Sorry to
But
say.
it's gonna change.
The Mosses, oh, you don't have any points yet either.
We'll get 'em.
The Flaherty's over there, 10 points. You got a match, you're on the board. Now this is a multiple choice round. I'm going to ask each one of you a multiple choice question. It's then up to you to tell me which of the 3 answers your mate said. Match is 10 points. Melissa, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
What does Mel say you think his mother should have taught him? Better table manners, how to cook, or when to keep his mouth shut?
I would say when to keep his mouth shut.
That's what he said. Does he have a little bit of a problem with
Mel speaks his mind to anybody, so I would say that one.
Talk a lot. Talk too much sometimes.
Yoli, did Rob say the thing that made him the most nervous was saying, will you marry me? Saying, I do? Or saying, yes, honey, you've put on weight?
Definitely saying, will you marry me?
Rob?
I said, honey, I put on weight.
And I never will. I'd be nervous. I wasn't nervous about saying that I'm nervous.
Well, that was right after he shoved all the wedding cake into your mouth. How it all came up. Julie, did Brian say when you dress for bed, you look like you're going to a slumber party, auditioning for a strip club, or hanging out at a nudist colony?
Hanging out at a nudist colony.
Brian, what'd you say?
You know, I told her that she always looks like she's going to a slumber party. I cannot get her to go to bed naked. She would wear a down jacket and a chastity belt if I let her.
Julie, why is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to switch things around here. Brian, did Julie say you would be most eager to go to a restaurant that advertises big portions, big drinks, or big-breasted waitresses?
That's got to be pretty easy. Big-breasted waitresses.
Julie, are you going to take him to a restaurant with big-breasted waitresses?
Nope.
Nope. Rob, did Yoli say that in your leisure time, you're most likely to read a novel, a newspaper, or the TV guide?
The TV guy.
Thank you!
You a big TV watcher?
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite show, Rob?
The Newlywed Game.
Good answer. Finally, Mel, did Melissa say she'd rather be left alone in a room with a pint of Haagen-Dazs, a Macy's catalog and a credit card, or Mel Gibson and Denzel Washington?
Mel Gibson and Denzel Washington.
Mel, how do you feel about that? Mel
Gibson.
Oh, that's okay. All right, well, next on the Newlywed Game, we'll find out these street brides' deepest secrets, so don't go away. Thanks for coming back to the Newlywed Game. The Mosses, you're on the board with 10 points. The Forbes Fortune 500 over here, they've got 20 points. The Flaherty's over there, you have 20 points as well. Now, husbands, before the show, we talked to your wives, and they revealed some very intimate little secrets. As I reveal these secrets, if you think it's your wife that said that, hold up that sign and yell out, "That's my wife!" Great. Now, if you're right, you will get 10 points. But if you're wrong, you will lose 10 points. The first one up is the only one that can win or lose. Here we go. It annoys her that you eat a whole container of ice cream in one sitting.
That's my wife!
Yes! How come that annoys you?
Well, he just pigs out and he doesn't save any for me. He'll go through a whole container.
True?
I do.
All right.
Selfish.
Selfish. She lied about her weight on her driver's license. Who said that?
Me, I
Yeah?
said it.
What is the problem?
Just the first time I was 16 and pudgy. So just like 10 pounds or so.
It occurred to you later, though, didn't it?
Yeah, I gotta figure it.
She wishes you would see chick flicks with her.
That's my wife.
Yeah! What's the matter, Yoli? He won't go to chick flicks?
I have to go with my sisters. Waiting to Exhale, First Wives Club.
What's the matter, Rob?
It's gonna be muy macho.
Oh, okay. What would that be?
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
there you go.
Sylvester
Schwarzenegger.
Stallone.
She thinks you are the sexiest man alive.
That's my wife!
Oh, good God. So let me get this straight. If Mel's the sexiest man alive, Mel Gibson and Denzel Washington, what's that, 2 and 3?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
My husband wins out.
Good. Her biggest sexual secret is that using ice during sex really turns her on.
That's my wife.
The hot body.
Now, I wasn't asking. She says you sometimes have B.O. bad.
That's my wife.
Only after working out. He works out really hard, and only at that time. That's all.
Yeah, I think.
One word of advice, shower.
He does.
Once a month.
When the two of you make love, she sometimes thinks she's so loud the neighbors can hear.
That's my wife.
Oh, you were first there. You are correct. Yeah, way to go. Well, how is she too loud now?
Cops coming by? No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just
Well, you.
kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, our apartment's, the bedroom's back up. We have really thin walls, so I'm afraid they're hearing me.
Sexiest man alive makes you happy.
Hey, that works.
Cool. Stick around. Find out which one of our couples will win an amazing second honeymoon. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Newlywed Game. At the end of this round, one of these couples will be off on a terrific honeymoon. Ellen, tell them where they're going.
Gary, today's winners will be kicking up sand in Hawaii. United Airlines invites them to celebrate 50 years of flying the friendly skies to Hawaii with the United Vacations trip to the West in Maui, a luxury oceanfront resort featuring 5 freeform pools, fine resort shops, and lounges to suit everyone's taste. Romance and relax the week away. Back to you, Gary.
Thank you, Ellen. Now, I didn't say second honeymoon this time because, Mel and Melissa, if you won, this would be your first honeymoon, wouldn't it?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Well, you're in good shape right now. You're in first place with 50 points. Rob and Yoli, you've got a respectable 30 points. Julie and Byron, you also have 30 points. Here's how we're going to find our winning couple. I'm going to give your wives a couple of choices. She's going to hold up the card. The best applies to you gentlemen. You then have to match. I start at 10 points. I go all the way up to 100 points. You ready?
Ready.
Put your game faces on. Here we go. This is for 10 points. Flashes his cash or hides his money. No.
Hides his money.
Good. Rob.
Flashes his cash.
Perfect. Brian.
Hides his money.
All right. For 20 points. Filet mignon or meatloaf? Rob.
Filet mignon.
Perfect. Brian.
Meatloaf.
He said filet. No.
Filet mignon.
She said meatloaf. That would be the 4th sexiest man alive. For 30 points. Loves his work or lives for the weekend? Brian?
I love my work.
Good, you do. Now, lives for the weekend. Perfect. Rob.
Live for the weekend.
Perfect. We got a good one going here. This is for 40 points. Just barks or bites? What do you do, Mel?
I bite.
She said you bark. Rob.
I bite.
Perfect. Brian.
I bite.
She said you just bark. For 50 points. Can do 50 sit-ups. Not a chance. Rob?
50 sit-ups.
She said not a chance. Brian?
I can do 50 sit-ups.
Well, okay. No. 50 sit-ups. Perfect. This is a big one. Listen up. This is for 60 points. Makes the first move or takes the first move? I'm going to start with you, Brian.
I take that first move.
She said you make that first move, Mel.
Make the first move.
Perfect. Rob?
Takes the first move.
She said makes the first move. Okay. We still have a game where anyone can win, because this one is for 100 points. Right now, the Forbes are still in first place with 200. You're in real good shape. In second place, the Rolling Stone has gathered no moss. You have 130. The Flaherty, you have 120, but you're still very much in this. Because as I say, this is for 100 points. And here it is. We'll try anything in bed, or I don't think so. I'm going to start with you, Brian. This would give you 220. Put you
I will try anything in
Okay,
bed.
very good. You now hold the lead with 220. It's up to you, Rob, to see if you can take that away.
I'll try anything in bed.
Perfect. You now have 2:30. Don't say anything, Mel. I want you to think about it a little bit. I want you to know what's at stake here. Right now, the Mosses are in first place with 2:30. Now, if you get this right, you're taking your wife on your first honeymoon. Otherwise, the Moss-eye over there are going.
I'll try anything in bed.
You got it. You're going to Maui. You're getting your honeymoon. Isn't that great? They're going on their first honeymoon, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on Newlywed.